So this is the Aquarobo 919 diving hookah unit. It was sent to me from Aquarobo for a review. I had it out this past weekend with my brother and his son, and we had a good time. I'm going to go through some of the features now of it and then explain, you know, basically give my feedback of who it's meant for and also some cautions to keep in mind as well. So this is the, like I said, the top model Aquarobo 919. It has a 5-hour battery life. There's 3 big batteries in here. Okay, when I look at the Aquarobo line on aquarobo.net, those all have self-contained batteries, so you're not going to be able to fly with this at all, and I don't think any of them that you'll be able to take on an airplane, and that's due to the amount of time that they give you per charge. So you charge it up, it gets to 100%, and you have 5 hours worth of battery is what they're stating. It turns on by a magnet there. There's a key fob here, there's also a card, and then a wrist strap that you can use as well. Taking a look underneath, pretty open area here, which I vented some concerns with. You know, if something hits a rock, could definitely do some damage. If anything does get damaged, pretty much it has to go back to China is what they tell me. So that's a pretty big concern right there. Is, you know, like I said, I used it twice, it worked fine, but if something were to break, there is their distributor in Texas, but from what Eric told me, who's in charge over there, it would pretty much have to go back to China if anything were to go wrong in here, or I'm not sure about the actual motor. They say it pumps out 74 liters per minute of air, so that's a good amount of air. This is the coolant reservoir, the coolant pump, and that all gets stored up in here with the batteries, and there's the air inlet there. So this is the hose. There's a connector here you can plug in a Y connector and run 2 divers off this unit. This hose is a very soft, stretchy hose. A little concern of mine is how durable this hose will be, especially with the, you know, the safety factors in play here that you can go down to 60 feet. I've only had it down to 12 feet just because we were in a lake and visibility wasn't that good, but it pumped air to me fine at 12 feet. The hose stretches out. I'll do a demo of that in a second. It comes with a regular regulator here, and it comes with this little canister that they send you filter materials with, that you change out every so often, and it keeps the air clean going in. So a concern of mine definitely is this hose. You'll see it expand, but it's a nice hose, but how strong is it, you know, yet to be seen there. And like I said, I think if a hose were to break, they could send you one of them, but when it comes to all the internals in here, it would have to go back to China if they don't have replacement parts that they could send you. All right, so we're gonna kick it on. We're gonna take this key fob and just touch it over here, and you're gonna start to see the hose expand. And once this hose pressurizes, the motor will kick off. Okay, so the system's pressurized now, the hose kicked off. It has a regular purge valve here, just like any regulator. You can plug in any regulator to that, it's a standard connection. All right, and then we take a couple breaths and you'll hear the motor pop back on again. So 2 breaths there. The motor kicked on for a couple seconds and it'll turn off. All right, so you can see how long the line is now. So ocean diving, if you are a certified diver and this is your type of setup, maybe you have a boat or you're close to the water, then this would be okay. It is heavy. It is about 30 plus pounds to carry. So you're not going to be taking these on planes. You're not going to be putting it in a backpack. It'll be, you know, you're close to the water, or, you know, and then you're in, or off a boat like we did this last weekend. 60 feet of line, you definitely want to make sure you have a spare air if you are going to go that deep. I would say you definitely want to be certified or have a good amount of training before you attempt to go that far down. That is very dangerous to be that far, not just going down, but being down for that long is very dangerous. The nitrogen building up in your system, you know, then something happens or you panic, you come to the top, could, you know, injure yourself pretty bad there. So now it's pressurized. We could turn it off and is a safety feature that they have here because the line is pressurized, so the machine is off right now. If we were to go to breathe, we would get breaths. If we were shallow and we could still hear this machine and it turned off, we would still be able to breathe through the regulator. You'll feel it start to tighten up after a bunch of breaths, but you'll still be able to breathe. I'll demonstrate that now. And you'll see the hose start to shrink. So there's a good amount of breaths right there, just stored in the center tank here, and in the hose there's like a center enclosed sealed tank as well as the hose there. If you have any questions, please let me know. I think I've mentioned everything about it. I will put the website to where you can see these also in the description. Everyone, thanks for watching.